Bonjour, c'est Clara French in the Midlands. This video is about comparing demander with demander à. They don't mean the same thing and they're not used in the same way. And I'm also going to use them with object pronouns for extra practice. Before we carry on, I just want to say you can claim your free ebook, The 12 Golden Rules of French, at the link in the description. It's perfect for beginners. Or if you want to study a bit of French to be more conversationally fluent, if you want to string sentences together from day one with everyday expressions and vocab, this course is for you. So click the link and see what it's about. Now let's start with demander, which is to ask for. The for is already built into demander, so you don't need to add anything. Certainly don't need to add pour, because that would mean to ask for. To ask, demander, to ask for, is always followed by a noun or a name. So an object or a name. This noun can be replaced by a direct object pronoun. A direct object pronoun is me, you, him, her, them, etc. Let me give you an example. J'ai demandé l'autre stylo. I asked for the other pen. Now we're going to replace the other pen with it. Je l'ai demandé. I asked for it. And the odd thing is French is where the pronoun goes. It goes before the verb. In effect, we're saying it asked for. It takes a while to get used to. If you don't really understand that, I have a whole lesson dedicated to that, and I'll put a link at the top so you can have a look if you're not sure. Interesting to note, I said it's always followed by a noun or a name. You could say, j'ai demandé Sylvie. I asked for Sylvie. Okay, that's fine. It could be a person. Let's practice what we've just learned, but let's start without the pronouns. On a demandé la chambre bleue. We asked for the blue room. Notice how there's no pour there. On a demandé la chambre. In effect, we're saying we asked the blue room. Au restaurant, je demande toujours l'addition avant de finir le dessert. At the restaurant, I always ask for the bill before finishing the pudding. Il a demandé ces 2 livres pour son anniversaire. He asked for those 2 books for his birthday. So you see how it's demandé and then whatever object or thing you want. Now let's use the exact same phrases, but replace the object with a pronoun. On l'a demandé instead of on a demandé la chambre bleue. So the L apostrophe replaces la chambre bleue. We asked for it, you see. It should be on l'a a demandé, as in LA, but you see we don't like the clash of 2 A's, so the first one disappears and becomes an apostrophe. On l'a demandé. Au restaurant, je la demande toujours avant de finir le dessert. And the la obviously refers to l'addition. It replaces l'addition. At the restaurant, I always ask for it before finishing the pudding. Il les a demandés pour son anniversaire. And the les replaces those 2 books, ces 2 livres. He asked for them for his birthday. Now let's have a look at demander à, which is to ask somebody something. Demander à, obviously, has to be followed by a person or a name. This person can be replaced by an indirect object pronoun. To me, to you, to him, to her, to them. That's indirect because of that to you have there. And the reason we need the to in French is because you've got the à at the end of demander, which you have to account for. In English, you don't have that problem with demander. It's to ask somebody. There's nothing there. But in French, it's to ask to somebody. So you need to put the to somewhere. And it goes back to the indirect object pronoun. You add it to the me, you, him, her, and it becomes indirect. For instance, demande à Sophie si elle veut venir avec nous. Ask Sophie if she wants to come with us. With the pronoun, it would be demande-lui si elle veut venir avec nous. Ask her if she wants to come with us. See how the lui has replaced Sophie there. Ask to her, we say. For instance, without the pronouns, tu as demandé à Marie de te prêter son téléphone? Did you ask Mary to lend you her phone? See how you need the à there. Non, j'ai pas demandé à Marie parce qu'elle était sortie. No, I didn't ask Marie because she was out. By the way, if you by mistake forget the à in that first and second sentence, tu as demandé Marie will be you asked for Marie. Okay, by default, if you don't have the à, it's to ask for. So that's not exactly what you want to say here. Be very careful with that. Elles ont demandé à leurs parents de les laisser sortir. They asked their parents to let them go out. Here you see you've already got a pronoun in there, a direct object pronoun, them, which is les. Now let's see the practice with the indirect object pronouns. Tu lui as demandé de te prêter son téléphone? The lui replaces à Marie, again before the verb. Did you ask her to lend you her phone? Non, je lui ai pas demandé parce qu'elle était sortie. And the lui again replaces à Marie. No, I didn't ask her because she was out. Elles leur ont demandé de les laisser sortir. And the leur replace à leurs parents. They asked them to let them go out. Or as we say in French, they asked to them. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. À bientôt.